Montreal in Vegas in a rare Friday afternoon game. So I've got lots of information, got the stats for the game and all that stuff, and the hockey hangout starts now. Hey everybody, I'm Rick. Thanks for joining me. We've got a rare Friday afternoon game. It is Thanksgiving weekend. Habs are in Vegas. It's a 1 o'clock start time in Vegas, so we get it at 4. Tomorrow they're in Colorado. It's a 1 o'clock start time there, so it'll be 3 o'clock tomorrow. Don't forget that. All right, I've got a lot of stuff for you. I've got some stats and all that as usual. And as usual, I've got the Guess the Score contest, Guess the Score of the game, and the first goal scorer of the game. You can pick one guy from each team. And if one of those guys gets that first goal and you are the first person in the chat with that combination, you win $15 off a purchase at the merch store. All right. Oh, my guess is 5-4 Montreal in OT. And I'm picking Caulfield or Dorofayev for the first goal. All right, let's get right away because someone's going to say something in the chat before I can get to this. So let's do it right now. Montreal extends Mike Matheson 5 years at $6 million AAV, so a total of $30 million. So Mike Matheson will be a member of the Habs for 5 more years at $6 million AAV as a Hab. Matheson has played 232 games so far, 29 goals, 112 assists for 141 big points. So that speculation is now over. Matheson is a Hab for a while. Makes you think about Engstrom. And are they showcasing Engstrom? I kind of think they might be, but we'll see what happens with that. All right. Ivan Demidov is tied with Guy Lafleur as the 5th fastest player to score 20 points in the post-expansion era. Richer and Shel Dalin did it in 20 games, Matt Snaslin in 21 games, Craig Laughlin in 22 games, and Demidov and Lafleur in 24 games. Don't forget, Demidov played 2 regular season games last season. Vegas are overtime merchants with 8 OT losses, picking up 8 points in the process. Leads the NHL. And they've also lost their last 3 games, so that's something good maybe tonight. Some of the stuff might not be in order, but hey, whatever. It's Monty versus either Carl Lindblom, who is going to be in the lineups, my projected lineups. But I also have something with could be Schmidt. That's his name. Because I've seen both, so I don't know who it's going to be. If you ask me, I'd like to see Lindblom in net for Vegas. Sammy Blais was claimed off waivers from Toronto, and I believe he will go to Laval and be a depth. But apparently I saw something where they said as soon as they're back in Montreal, they're going to call Blais back up. So we'll see if that's the case. All right, Nick Suzuki is the 5th fastest Hab to reach 400, the 5th fewest games, and that's 477 games to reach the 400-point mark, which he did in the last game. And that's also in the post-expansion era, trailing only Guy Lafleur, Matt Snaslin, Jacques Lemaire, and Steve Shutt. Good company. Juraj Slafkovsky is number 3 on this list of top defensive forwards with a +3 rating. Juraj Slafkovsky, lacking a little bit on the offense, but he's making up for it on the defensive side of the puck, and I think he's been playing well. I think the points, he's a second half point guy, obviously, and I think he'll do just fine by the time the season is done. Let's see, what else do I have? Speaking of Nick Suzuki, he has 7 goals, 19 assists for 26 points. He's on pace for 96, and he was drafted 13th overall by Vegas in 2017. Jack Eichel has 11 goals, 20 assists for 31 points, and Mitch Marner has just 22 points in 23 games. A little bit of a surprise there, I guess. Vegas has a 3.09 goals per game average, but is 2.56 goals per game since Game 7 of the season for them. So they're not, whatever it shows, they're not scoring as much as that is in actual fact. I don't know what I mean by that. Habs have at least 4 goals in each of their last 3 games and 3 power play goals in their last 3 games. Let's see. I did that one. Zachary Bolduc on the road in 10 games, 5 goals, 4 assists, 9 points. He is a road warrior. So we're on the road today. Let's see if he picked up a goal and 2 assists last game. And I think finally for this stuff, I have this. This is the cost in dollars for the 2027 Habs top 4 defensive core. And it is just, what does it say there now? So it's Dobson, Matheson, Hudson, and Gooley will account for a combined $29.9 million AAV their salary cap. And it'll be $113.5 million in 27-28. So that just came out. So it's not an expensive decor, at least the top 4. All right, let's get to some of the stats. This is the standings for the wild card in the East. I argue Montreal should be holding the second wild card with the fact that they have 12 wins to Pittsburgh's 11. Same number of games, same number of points, blah, 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 blah. They're going to say, well, regulation wins. But we have more wins than them. How does regulation wins come into play? I don't understand it, but that's how it stands. So in the wild card are the Islanders and the Penguins. Montreal's next. Flyers, Red Wings, Jackets, Rangers, Panthers, Leafs, and Sabres rounded out. The rest for tonight. Okay, so we got Corey Severette, who we had the other day, not great, and Jordan Thomas. Well, it wasn't great either, but they didn't give him a microphone. So is he going to have a mic today? We're going to find out. Last 10 games, Golden Knights 3-2-5. They're getting ready to start here. I'm way behind. Averaging 2.8 goals, 4.7 assists, 3.2 penalties, and 7 penalty minutes while giving up 2.8 goals per game. Canadiens 3-4-3, averaging 3.2 goals, 5.6 assists, 5.5 penalties, and 14.1 penalty minutes while giving up 3.9 goals per game. Going to get through this. Players to watch in the last 5 games. Points, Suzuki with 6, Eichel with 7. Goals, Suzuki with 3, Eichel with 3. And assists, Caulfield with 4, Eichel with 4. Getting there. About to start. Power play percent, team stats. Power play percentage, 23.1 for Montreal, 23.8 for the Knights. Penalty kill, 76.3. They're underway. Percent for Montreal, 80.3 for them. Face-off percentage, 50.8 for Montreal, 54 for Vegas. Saved there by Monty. Goals for per game, 3.45 for Montreal, 3.09 for Vegas, and goals against 3.5 for Montreal, 2.91 for Vegas. And this is goalies tonight. Monty's and nets, as you see there, 4-5-1, 3.71 goals against, 8.52 save percentage. And I don't know who it is for them. Schmidt is 9-1-4, 2.47 goals against, 900 save percentage, and a shutout. And Lindblom, who I'd like to see, is 0-4-2, 3.16 goals against, and an 8.72 save percentage. Lineups for them, as you see there, like I used to say last year, who cares? For Montreal, no changes. Texier not in the lineup. The only change is Monty. So we'll just go with that and get right to the game. Oh, and if you want November promotion at the store, use the shipping code FREE-SHIP-NOVEMBER. Free ship November, free shipping on every order over $150 or more. Or you can get, I got to put this up there, you can get one of these phone covers. And then all the stuff you see here on the set that is available at the store, plus other things. There, I'm legally obliged to do that by YouTube. All right, I'll put the sound up so I can hear what's going on in the game. Schmidt is in net. Because, of course, they're going to not make it easy for us. Caulfield off the post with a rocket of a shot, he said. All right, I'm going to get to you guys now, but we started the game, so I'm going to wait for some whistles. Let's see. BL's in 5-2. Vegas, Marner, and Matheson. Guru 3-1 Vegas. Caulfield and Marner. Bay by 5-3 Montreal. Demidov, Marner. Hey, Daryl Adams, good to see you. It's been a while, buddy. Good to see you out there, man. We got a whistle. BL says, what's everybody think of Matheson deal? I like it. What I predicted, I said between 4 and 5 years, I thought, and 5-6 million, and it was 5 and the 6. So, Daryl Scott, a 3-3 have what? How can it can't be 3-3? You got to give it like someone's got to win. Yeah, and you can pick one guy from each team for the first goal. So you can redo it if you want. Rick is gonna love it. Just watch. Gonna love what? What did you say there? Why would I like it? What I predicted and I like it. Why? You don't like it? You don't like it? That's your problem. Babe, I likes it too. I'm gonna stick right there. I'm gonna watch the game for a minute. And I'll get back to your comment. So far, we got a shot apiece. We're 2.5 minutes in, and there's no score. And the man with the new contract is there with the puck coming out. If it wasn't for overtime losses, Vegas would not be 1 point ahead of Montreal in the points anyway. And I think they're at the top of their division. Like they wouldn't, they're just overtime merchants right now. Which is okay. It's legitimate, and you're allowed to do it. I mean, you're allowed to. That's how it is, and whether you're allowed to do it or not allowed. Ooh, that went off of Galley's leg. That could have been really difficult. Monty makes the save and bounced off a bunch of bodies. I don't know if he made a save or just covered up the puck there, but that could have been a problem. That to me went off Galley's leg and changed direction. All right, here we go. Have a team for bidding for this game. Vegas 7, Habs 2, Hudson, and Stone. Okay, so Daryl's got 4-3 Habs. Anderson first goal. You can pick another guy from Vegas too. Vegas put on the best in-game experience in the NHL, as far as I can see. That's great. Doesn't make me like them or anything. Too bad they couldn't flip Gooley if they think Reinbacher is almost ready. The game is starting, and I haven't even showered after work yet. What a day! It's a weird day. It's a very rare Friday afternoon game, weekday afternoon game that's not on a holiday for us. All right, we're almost 4 minutes in now. 2 shots for Vegas, 1 for Montreal. No score. Monty looks stressed. Okay, I'm not watching like close enough to say you really think so. I can't tell you. Sufka, 10 p.m. for you. Nice. I don't mind 4 o'clock. It's just Friday afternoon. It's just weird. That's close enough for me. Eichel on the ice. That's always dangerous against us. How can you tell he looks nervous? What's the over/under on how many games Matt does this year? Not doing that. He's supposed to be doing as many. He should be in more games than than ever. Let's say that. We'll see. Today, I mean, today's Thanksgiving down there. He had a previous commitment, so but he'll be in tomorrow's game. Hey Joe, how's it going? Weird game on when cyclists from the local cycling club go past on their usual morning bike ride. What times is there? No Black Friday discounts? Nobody's buying anything anyway, so no, I didn't do any Black Friday anything yet. Uh, maybe next year, but no, and it's not my Black Friday anyway. I'm Canadian. I'm not American. I mean, I was born down there, but I'm Canadian. I'm not. I'm in Canada. I don't care what goes on down there. To be honest, how's that for an answer? Say bye. Love the deal. Yeah, as you already said. Experts say Matheson would have gotten 7+, but took 6 to stay in Montreal. I believe that. I totally believe that he would take a discount. I kind of figured it would be 6. Not count, not worse on thinking that there's a hometown discount there, but that makes total sense. I don't know. Would he gotten 7? He might, yeah, with the cap going up and everything, probably would have. The number 2 defenseman here. Look at that. Forgotten the game against the Golden Bettmans. Gary's Golden Fleece. Ooh, Veleno back in time. That was good. One good thing Veleno's done. I should probably 7 minutes in. I should probably watch this game. 8:15 there, eh? I got down to the bottom here, so it was pretty good. Mitch Marner for Vegas. Awesome there, Daryl. I got you. Oh, Texie's in the lineup. 85, number 85. So Texier is in the lineup. You can never tell from the projected lineups if they're going to be accurate. So there was a change in the lineup. If you're expecting, like, I wouldn't expect, like, kind of from Texier. He replaced Davidson. Yeah, that's clear. But he's got some potential to be, to put up like a half a point a game kind of player. He's got potential for that. He hasn't done that in his career yet. Oh, I might be wrong on that because he hasn't played full seasons. He's never had more than 27 points in a season. Let's put it that way. He has never played a full 82 game season. Played one 78 game season, which was his best across the board. He might have had 30 points, so that was his career high. So yeah, I mean, I don't know what he's going to show us. We're going to find out. While we're in a commercial break, what do you guys expect to see from Texas? Hey there, Paul. How's it going, man? First on ice, he centered the puck on net twice. Yeah, I did my lineups that I saw. I didn't have him in the lineup yet, and he's in there. So let's say I'm hoping for the best. I hope he's got a good opportunity here. Like I said, I don't expect him to be like a 50-point guy, but if he could be a guy that puts in 30, 35 points a season in a bottom 6 role, like a 4th line role, that's fine with me. You want to battle in the corner? Yeah, I was talking on here. I didn't see much, so I'm gonna try to try to key on him a little bit when he's on the ice to pay more attention. You had never heard about Texier before. I had to check stats. What's his upside? Third liner, fourth liner. Yeah. He played in Columbus, not in a regular role, just one season. I think it was his last in Columbus, and then he went to St. Louis. He didn't really catch on there. He did have a couple of seasons where he had some family issues, and he had to take a. He didn't play a lot, so I know I heard about that. So anyway, listen, it's a good opportunity. It's a good coach here, guy that gets the best out of players. Players love playing for him. Let's see what happens here in Montreal for the kid. He's only 26, so good stop there, Monty. Rebound went to the corner, so at least that. Um, he should fit in with these guys, age-wise and all that. He's French from France, so that should be okay for the for the people here who need that. So far, 4 shots to 1 for Vegas. No score. We got it's 11 and a half minutes to go in the first. Montreal just took a penalty on Theodore's rush right through the middle. Now, if I'm correct, let's go look. They don't have the greatest power play, right? Oh no, they've got a good power play, 23.8% power play. So, PK is going to have to be up to task. Jack Eichel looking to score. He's put up a lot of points against Montreal, so gotta be careful here of Eichel. They win the draw. Monty with a good cross, side to side save. He got over there perfectly. Maybe Monty's coming back. Let's see. I don't agree. Monty doesn't really look shaky. I don't know where you get that from. I'll say that now. Watch, he let up a bad goal because I said that. My luck. Just over a minute left on the power play for the Knights. That's the first time he said hurdle that I didn't hear turtle. I don't know why. Oh no! Oh my God! Monty is hot. That's 3 big saves for Monty right there, man. Oh, I don't know why I'm missing comments because I'm not in the comment part. That's 3 good saves for Monty. Brad, you're there. That's good saves. Monty covers up now in front. Monty is playing well. What did I miss now? Can't get a stable feed. Oh, if you're watching it on hockey, that happens sometimes. I'm on TSN here. It's beautiful. Paul's got RDS. I'm on TSN. I could have RDS too, but yeah, they're good feeds. So it's it's the illegal sites. What are you gonna do? Hey, last one. Hey, he was good there just now. Come on. 1925. This day in 1925, Georges Vezina, final NHL appearance. Daryl, yes, Line is injured. He won't be back till February 28th is the date that he's supposed to return. Listen, one shaky save doesn't mean he's shaky. And Brad, I don't think I'm going to talk to you till you admit Monty made 3 wonderful saves there. Wow, we got 1 shot, they got 10. This is the kind of night it's going to be. If we're going to win this game, Monty's going to have to be good. Fingers crossed for that. That guy, he wound up for the shot. Believe me, guys, I cringe when the shot's coming in still right now. But Monty's been good so far. Yeah, don't push you can push the Monty button if you want, but it's not at you anyway. It's Brad. Brad is the one that I try to argue back with. Listen, I don't want Monty to be bad because I want to win. I want to win the games. Monty's going to be playing. He's got to be good. Should want the best. You should want him to get back to where he was last year. His career's not on the line, but his job here is on the line. Hey there, Robert. You mean they shouldn't call those light taps on the wrist, but they're gonna pretty much if you touch the guy's hands with your stick, you're gonna get called. Dobson shot, glove save by Schmid. We'll have a face-off in front of Schmid now. 7:18 to go in this period. I don't know the shots because they're not, but there's no score yet. And they're going for a commercial break. I mean, so far so good in this game. I don't know. I still feel that I don't. I know we're really heavily being outshot. That happened in the last game, and then after the first period, Montreal turned that around. So that could happen here. Yeah, I'm not giving up on this team. I predicted a win in the podcast, last podcast, and in this, but yeah, I'm gonna support my team. Anyway, listen. So far, so good. There's more people on a Friday afternoon game on a day it's not a holiday than is usually at night right now. Like that's crazy. Anyways, thanks everybody for joining. I hope I'm not going to disappoint. And if it's just because you want to see the game, I'm not showing the game. But I'll do a little bit of play-by-play at some point, maybe when they get back, and keep you informed of the score and the time and the shots. Even though you're being really sarcastic, Brad, I'll take it. And they had 10 shots at one point. He stopped all of them because there's no score. Monty's not going to Edmonton. Unless they bring another goalie in, he's not going anywhere. Even if you say, well, they'll call up Fowler. Okay, but then someone's got to go down to Laval. We don't have like a plethora of goalies in the system. So he's not going to Edmonton. And if you make the joke, we're getting Skinner back. That's just laughable anyway. Hey there, Ethan. You are from Saskatchewan, is SK, and no game on TV because of the blackouts. Just let me know if we're up or down, and I'm happy. And who's doing good or bad? Thank you very much for streaming. Well, that's basically what I do. So thanks for listening in. I appreciate that. And hi from Saskatchewan. Oh, you're right. My apologies to Brad. They knocked it down to 9 shots, so you were right. My apologies. We're down to 6.5 minutes left in the first. Shots are 9-2. No score. Where are we at here, boys? Vegas with it in their own end. Pass up to the blue line. Oh, that's a good stop by Monty. That guy made a nice move there to get the shot on goal. I don't know who that was, but he looks pretty damn big. That Dorofield. So, penalty coming up to Vegas on a clip on Suzuki. Yeah, a trip. A trip. Something happened to Suzuki anyway. Well, Brad, if you would be like, oh, let's get Skinner, but not Monty, then there's something wrong maybe with up here maybe. Bolduc scores. Power play goal. 1-0 Montreal. Right, he was right at the crease. I didn't see it all. Yeah, I don't agree with your last one. Monty's going to be here all season probably. Our electrical. Oh, you're asking. You're not asking me. Slav to Bolduc. Scores. And much needed point for Slav. Ethan, it's working. Slav looks pretty good on the second line, if you ask me. I think there's this was a power play goal, so it's different, but I think there's some good chemistry there on that second line now. Again. All right, so Montreal opens the scoring. Bolduc. I didn't see anybody with a Bolduc for the guess. If you guessed Bolduc for the guess the score, let me know in the chat. He does look. I like him on both lines, but right now Bolduc is working on line 1, and I think that Slav is working on line 2. So for now, and you know what? Knowing that different guys can play with each other, and as Slav I think said it, we all have to play with each other, so it doesn't matter who you play with. Knowing that works is nothing wrong with that. Chicago Joe, happy Thanksgiving for you. For us, it's not Thanksgiving. The kill that we had was impressive, leading us to jump up front, or our front. You wrote our front. I don't know if you meant up front. His 4th point in the last 2 games for Slav. Bolduc's 4th point in the last 2 games. Yes, and 10th point on the road in 11 games. So now I think he's got 6 goals, 5 assists, or it's 5 goals, 5 assists in 11 games on the road. So Bolduc is turning out to be a road warrior for Montreal early in this season. So leading us to jump out front, yes. Well, if they had given up a goal, we'd be tying it, not leading, right? And like it has like in the last 10 games or so, they haven't gotten the first goal as much as we would have liked them to get. You know what I mean? They're often chasing from the first goal on, they're chasing the lead. Nice to see them get, you know. They did give it up against Utah on Wednesday, but they got it back. So it's that second period that's coming up, you know, when it does, got me worried, if anything. But happy to see. So that was their third shot, only their third shot. And Slaff and Caulfield with the assists on that. Renegade man, am I confident with the goaltending? I'll be honest that I'm a little bit more confident in Dobish than I am in Monty right now. Does that mean I'm not going to support Monty and want him to get back to where he was last season and all that? No, it doesn't. You know, I'm not as confident, but as this game goes on, I may be more confident. Uh, I don't really think they're going to make a trade anyway, and I don't see a need. If Monty gets his game back, we're going to need both goalies. Whether you like Monty or not, we're going to need both goalies. And whatever trade they would make, sending Monty somewhere, what are we getting back in the goaltending? We need something back. So I don't know. I don't think there's a goaltending trade happening. Do I think we'll be able to get out of the wild card spot and ahead of the Bruins once we catch up our 3 games in hand? Yeah, of course. It's only 23 game 23. Look how Montreal did we think they were going to make the playoffs last season? No. And after the 4 seasons, the 4 nations, look how good they played. That could happen here again if they're not in that spot, you know. Excuse me. So yeah, no, I fully believe that. My guess that they're going to finish. Never mind the first overall in the division. That was more of a hot take and not a serious guess. And I had said after I made that pick that I kind of think they'll finish third in the division, and I don't see why they can't do that. Hell, we're only just a few points out of that. So if they manage to say win this game, manage to possibly win tomorrow's game, you look at that, and that they'll be up in that position more than likely. Fowler is in the pipeline, not this year though. I don't want him up here this year. I don't want him rushed. 8-3-0 when scoring first. That's what our record is when scoring first. Let's hope that continues then. I didn't know the record for that. All right, we got 3:40 left in the first. Shots are 11-3. It's 1-0 Montreal though. Oh, that's a big save by Schmid. On Kapanen. Big save by Schmid on Kapanen. I thought he was scoring there. Oh, okay. I read the whole comment. I mean, yeah, just as long as Fowler's not here, I don't think Monty's going anywhere this year. Fowler not coming up this year. Next year, different story. I kind of think Fowler's going to win a job in camp next season, and they'll have to do something about Monty then because I don't think they're going to move Dobish. So I think the tandem will be Dobish and Fowler, and then it'll be Fowler and Dobish. Not too long, but I think that's your 2 guys for maybe for a while, starting next season at the earliest. All right. Kapanen all alone. All alone. Big save, Schmid. God damn it. Big save. Two big saves in a row off Kapanen for Schmid. Yeah, Kapanen. Give him a third. Give him a third opportunity. Third time's the charm. Line one's out there. Caulfield shot, save. Suzuki couldn't really get the rebound to get anything on it. Still have the puck, though. Habs. Hudson. To Suzuki. Dropped it for Struble. Goes around the net to Hudson. Back to Suzuki. Down to Caulfield. Back up to Hudson. To Caulfield. To Suzuki. Suzuki's pass was to Struble was off. The Vegas guy knocked it away and almost knocked it right to Struble. That was too bad. Ryan Bacher has been playing great lately with 7 points in 10 games in Laval. Yes, he has been. I think he's out with a hand injury. He took a shot off the hand, a slap shot. But I don't know if he's missing any time for that, to be honest. Okay, but last one, giving Fowler 1 or 2 games in April, and that's not rushing him. So that's fine, and I'm anxious for that. But it's not rushing him though. That was a Sod with a chance almost in front of Monty. Didn't get the puck though. Come on, boys. Texay just missed Evans for a breakaway. Just missed Evans for a breakaway. Last minute of play in first period. Shots are 11-6 now. Montreal's leading 1-0. Hey, Guru, awesome. You're back? Nice. Good to have you back in. Chicago Joe, absolutely. Schmidt is keeping them in the game. He's made some great saves. We could easily be 3-0 here, I think, if not for Schmidt. And then Monty there was one 3-shot, boom, boom, boom kind of thing, and he saved all three. All three of those shots could have been goals. So it could be 3-1 technically right now. The Doc injury is kind of an unlucky one, yes. What are you going to do? But I mean, he's injury prone because he's been injured every single season since he's been in junior hockey and up. And on top of that, he's unlucky. So, and it's going to be 1-0 Montreal after 1 period of play. Good first period by Montreal here. Let's hope that second period isn't a downfall. Yeah, Schmid was his glove hand was pretty quick there. He had a good period. I mean, you can see why he's got the record he's got and why they played him today. All right, so we got an intermission. 18 minutes to talk about whatever the hell you want to talk about. Floor is yours. I will answer questions. I will have a conversation and whatever you want to do, as long as it's civil. And for that, I will be just right here off camera to do that. But let's talk about whatever you guys want to talk about on this rare Friday afternoon. Habs hockey. where Montreal is up ahead 1-0 after one period of play. And I'll remind you, if you're having a good time, give a thumbs up and subscribe if you're new to the channel or you haven't already. And on that note, I passed the baton to the audience so that you can't see it, but I actually did make the gesture to pass it. Are you guys going to grab it? Anybody hear any kind of Habs, any NHL news out there? I haven't heard much of anything happening today. And I've been online and everything all day, but I got to admit, I was working all day because of this 3-hour earlier game. I didn't have a lot of time to sort of scan around for anything other than Habs stuff. Taking anybody's slap shot off an ankle or a foot. I guess it was a foot, not an ankle. It was Newhook with the ankle injury. That hurts. And if you take a shot that's going at 80, 90, miles an hour, it's going to break your foot. Why don't they make padded, like better skates for that? In all the years of hockey, no one's come up with anything better than buckling on like a plastic ankle protector for a defenseman. I never got that, how the defenseman skates aren't, or if you're a shot blocker, your skates aren't more padded or something. Or I guess why those one-piece plastic boots didn't get improved on, at least for defensemen and shot blockers. I don't know. I had a pair of those one year. Lang plastic boots. I can't say they were horrible, but they weren't my favorite skates I ever had. Targets. I kind of think they're looking at Ryan O'Reilly right now. I also think that it's somewhat the reason why Engstrom is on the roster right now. And when you look at the fact that they just signed Mike Matheson to that contract extension, and everyone who knows better than me saying Engstrom is kind of like a Mike Matheson type, and you wonder if maybe he's a trade target, a trade chip. And I would think the Preds would be interested. They're looking for an A prospect, but Montreal's not giving up their A prospects. Engstrom is close to an A prospect, but I don't know if he is an A prospect. He may be, but I think I would do that trade. A first and Engstrom for Ryan O'Reilly. I think O'Reilly would settle down that top six the way Monahan did. A lot like Monahan did, in my opinion. What do you guys think of that? Oilers are heavily rumored to get a goalie, either Binnington or Jarry. I heard Jarry is a definite potential target for them. Binnington's name's out there because he's either not having a great season and St. Louis isn't. Somebody's texting me. Matt knows, just come in here or something. Where was I? Geez, a lot of. I lost my place here. Hang on, I'll get to where I was. I'm gonna go here. Nope, I did read that. There I am. Think Monty is my new hero, Rick, says Brad sarcastically. Just want you to admit that he made 3 good saves in that one little sequence that time. That's all I asked you to say. That's all. Not a lot. What do I think about Matheson's extension? I've kind of said it. I think it's a good extension. I don't mind the money at all. I don't think that's an overpayment. I don't mind the term. Apparently, the last 2 seasons he's very tradable in the last 2 seasons, so that means he's probably got some bonus money, signing bonus money there, so that his salary will be not. It won't be much, so it's a tradable contract. Matheson's our number 2 defenseman, playing great with Dobson. Yeah, a veteran leadership that we need. I don't think it's a bad contract. I have no problem with it. It's what I thought they were going to do with Matheson at this point and everything. At some points I thought they were going to trade Matheson, but by this offseason, everything I read, everyone's opinions I read, made my own opinion and thought, well, I think I'd hang on to him. And they thought the same thing, I guess. They do make armored skates, but they're heavy. So goalies only. Okay. Well, maybe that's like Skinner's problem is he's wearing skates that he doesn't tie up very well, and they're armored, so they can't move in them. Yeah, listen, they should. It's 2025. You'd think they'd come up with a skate that works for defensemen and shot blockers. He may be underperforming in Nashville, but that team is a dumpster fire. He is really unhappy. I think if he comes here, it's a change of scenery he needs. So no, I have no problem with him being 34. Why? Because he's only going to be here for this season and next. And I think he's what Montreal needs. The guys that are available that I know of. I mean, there could be guys out there I don't know that are available, and he'll find them, and that's fine. But from everybody that I've seen that is on lists that could be available, O'Reilly's the guy I want. They have the trade chips, and they don't have. I think there is a little pressure, though. I think there is a little pressure right now with the injuries and everything. I think there is a little pressure for them to get somebody. Are they going to rush and do something stupid? And no. And I'm going to trust whatever they do. I'm just giving you my opinion. Have I held professional level skates? No, I don't think so. No, not recently for sure. They weigh less than my freaking running shoes. It's absurd. Really? It's not surprised. It's not a surprise. But in making them super light, are you making them like they're, the feet and the ankles a little more vulnerable? I totally agree with that. Matheson not going anywhere, which he's not now. And we need his experience. Without a doubt, we need his experience. Habs will trade Engstrom over Reinbacher. I don't think Reinbacher's going anywhere. Hage is not going anywhere. Fowler's not going anywhere. Of those 8 prospects, they're not going anywhere. Anybody below that as a prospect could be on the move if the right deal is there. You were up since 4 8. What time is it there now again, Joe? Sorry. I've been up not too early today. It's 7 o'clock. It's not that bad. A lot of people want Matt. Well, because they're thinking of Matheson over the last, say, 2 seasons where defensively hasn't been good. There's been some holes there. But, man, pairing him with Dobson fixed everything. Right? He's been fantastic. Dobson was the tonic he needed. And not 2 people thought that would be a good pairing, except somebody that's talking right now. Hey, Paul, how's it going? Montreal won that period. Very fast ice. Montreal is flying. Awesome. Yeah, I think they were the better team overall. They won the period, but not by much. Maybe by just the fact that they had a goal. Well, last one, it depends on how you look at it. I think they want to make the playoffs. I think their plan was to make the playoffs, and I think that they will make a move like that. I'm not saying Engstrom will go there. They may be able to talk them into somebody else. They may not acquire O'Reilly. I don't know, but the rumor is out there, and I'd be good with that. It's only 8:55 a.m. there. That's not bad. That'd be weird waking up to a hockey game being on, almost on. Not that you were up for a lot, but I get up around 7:30, and be like, "Oh, the game's on." D'Amico talking about the possibility of Dooley for Tage Thompson. Thought about it for a bit, and I think I would do that if it were up to me, says the last one. My thoughts. That's one of those I don't know. I don't know. Honestly, don't know. I do think Tage Thompson would be great to have him here, without a doubt. We do have lots of defense and all that, and Gooley could be possibly expendable. He is kind of possibly injury prone, and that might end up being a good move in the long run. So there's stuff I like about that, and there's stuff I don't. But I definitely don't think that Thompson isn't worth it. That's for sure, right? But I would have to think, what else do we have to give besides Gooley in that? I would think it would be that way. But yeah, so I'm on the fence with that one. Favorite player all time and present. Ethan, you are probably new to the channel if you know me. I don't know what you're seeing. No, you're not seeing anything. Right behind me hangs the Guy Lafleur sweater. That's all time. And then right now, currently, Nick Suzuki. That hasn't changed either. Much as I love all the other, I love a lot of these kids. There's such good talents here, but Nick Suzuki still will remain my favorite. Sean Starr said he heard if Matheson made it to free agency, there were a few teams that would have offered up to $8 million per season. I guess I don't know. I don't know the validity of that, but I don't think Sean Starr is the kind of guy that goes out there and lies about stuff he heard. So that is probably true. BL, I absolutely 100% knew you would say that. Gooley for Tage Thompson in a heartbeat. Buy him a ticket for an airplane. No time for a fast train. I would have to say, being on the fence, I have to admit I'm probably leaning in that direction because I know how much difference Thompson could make, like straight up right away, acquiring him. That I don't know that Gooley is giving us that same kind of advantage. I don't know. That's not the right word, but you know what I mean? So I probably would agree to that. If they, I'd miss Gooley. I like Gooley and all that, but I mean, Thompson, it's very attractive to have here. So yeah, I would have to say, yeah. Your favorite Hab of all time is Craig Ferguson. I didn't know the talk show host was a Hab. When was Craig Ferguson ever a Hab? Didn't even know he played hockey. Robert says, great first period for Monty now. Let's hope the D can tighten up in front of him the rest of the game, especially in period number 2. I'm a little nervous for that, but we'll have to see how that goes. No one likes a fence sitter. And I get it, but I kind of just said, I may be on the fence, but I'm leaning towards it, so I'd be good with it. I'm not ready to say straight up, yeah, in a heartbeat, but yeah, I'd probably do it too. I'd probably do it too. Last one says, "I miss Gooley too, but that would be an excellent trade." Yeah, probably. And listen, I can miss Gooley and celebrate a Stanley Cup, possibly, right? So that's fine. If you look at it that way. Check my hockey DB, and you will see why. Is there really a player, Craig Ferguson? We had a player named Craig Ferguson here. I don't remember that guy. John Ferguson, I remember. The only Ferguson I remember. Reinbacher's the same as Slav. People thought they were soft European players early on. Let the kid finish his growth and eat enough red meat. He's going to be a fridge. Listen, Reinbacher I believe, is going to be good. I mean, unless he is injury prone, like people are afraid of. I don't think he is, but people are afraid of that. If he's not, it's going to be great. If he is, unfortunate. Yeah, Renegade Man, you know what? I can't really argue those points. It's hard to argue that, you're right. And that is probably the case. So, yeah, like if Buffalo were stupid enough to say, we'll take Gooley, give you Thompson straight up, nothing else, 1-for-1. Yeah, I don't think I could refuse that. And thinking you're forcing me now to think about it. I'll be back on camera. It won't be long. So yeah, because the difference Thompson could make here this season, as opposed to Gooley, is probably really almost night and day. I don't think Gooley can. I don't think Gooley can do that for us. What Thompson could, the difference Thompson can make up front. They're back for the third in just about 30 seconds, I would think. Paul says no. John Ferguson. Was there Craig Ferguson, or somebody fucking with me? Hey, lawyer. Monty had a good first. Yep. Glad somebody is coming in and acknowledging that. And let's hope he has similar second and that the defense, let's just hope the whole team, second period, is a good one. We're underway, by the way. So is he a young kid, Craig Ferguson? That's why I never heard of him. Because I never heard of him. Craig Ferguson is a Scottish or Irish, Scottish, I think, talk show host, and he used to be on the Drew Carey show. That's who Craig Ferguson is to me. We'll be back on camera. I swear, just in like a minute or so. I was talking too much. I wasn't able to finish what I was doing. Yeah, BL just thinks I'm dumb. Or there really is a Craig Ferguson, but I kind of feel if there really was a Craig Ferguson hockey player, you guys, at least one of you, would have heard of him. So, well, he says it's from 92, 95. So why would I forget how this all started now? Why would I want Craig Ferguson again? Okay, well, I'm going to have to now go and look and find who this guy is and see his hockey DB. Well, drafted in '89. Okay, what would I want? But this kid had no points. Okay, I looked him up, BL. Like he's got no points. He's your favorite Hab. Oh, okay. Why, did you know him or something? Did you know the guy? Never. Don't be like that. All right, we're a minute and a half into this second period. Shots are 13-6. It's 1-0 Montreal. Glove save, Monty. So far, so good. Match has texted you and said he had heard of him because that happened. Because that happened. All right, I've been off camera long enough, haven't I? Habs in the offensive zone. Bad pass. Nice. Keep it in. Keep it in. Oh, Caulfield scores. Boom, with that impossible angle shot. 2-0 Montreal. Caulfield with his 14th goal. Cole Caulfield. You never know, man. This guy can fire from anywhere, and you never know, man. It can go in. I'm 3 seconds ahead of you. That's all. Well, I'm going to complain if I'm only 3 seconds ahead of you, Paul. Man, and it went off the top, the crossbar inside, and boom, right out. I don't know where that went, how it beat him, like where it went in from, but man, he didn't have much room to put that in. Crazy. All right, another 2-0 lead, just like the last game. We had a 2-0 lead. We're up 2-0 in the second period, and let's hope we don't have that. What happened then? How's that? How about that? Okay, BL, you're right. Okay. But again, why him? Because you knew him? I'm 10 minutes ahead. I can't be 10 minutes ahead of you. If I am, you should get a new TV, new cable, or new internet server. Hey, Bruce. All right, we're 3 minutes in now. Was it? Awesome goal, hey, Robert? Hey there, Charles. How's it going, buddy? Hope you're doing well today and the weather is treating you well out there. You feel Matheson's worth the money and probably more? Apparently, who was it that was saying? Yeah, apparently he might have gotten 7 or 8 million out on the market if he reached that. Yeah, listen, he's from Montreal. It's well worth it for him to take a little less to stay home. And I'm sure he wants to stay here and stay with the Habs, not just because it's the home team. And, term is good. 5 years. He is, I don't know how old he is. 31, I want to say. I get jealous every time you tell us the temperature there, Charles. Well, that's the first time we get almost the equal amount of likes to people. There's 21. I can't believe how many people are here. Friday afternoon in Canada, no holiday. I don't. I appreciate it though. I really do appreciate it. I thought it was going to be almost lonely here today, this afternoon. All right, we got 16 shots for Vegas, 7 shots for Montreal, 2-0 Montreal, and we are approaching the 4-minute mark of the second period. Let me actually look at the game because there's a game going on. 4 minutes in, so far so good. I'm knockwood. I'm not jinxing it. We're going to give up a goal now, but unfortunately, there's still unfortunately, still a lot of hockey left in this game, but Montreal is doing exactly what I thought they would do here. But there's too much hockey left for me to be comfortable that we're going to win this game yet. Norm Ferguson, the hockey player I have heard of. A little pressure here by Montreal. Can they keep that? Got line one out there. No. Look's out there with Evans. Must be a bad line or a in between line change or something. Weird. McDavid. Well, he signed a 2-year deal, so I don't think he's leaving before 2 years. If anything, they've got 2 years to fix the problem. Oh, good thing he couldn't pick that up. That guy. All right, let's see. Do some play-by-play maybe here. Galley at the half wall, up to the point. Shot. Struble. Went wide, I guess. Vegas breaks that out. Sent into the corner. Route to the other side. Vegas there to Guerrero. Oh, nope. Guy couldn't corral that. Don't ask me how. And then a Hab took a big hit there. Puck is in the neutral zone right now. Vegas in control for now. They're not. Hab send it up along the boards. Slav going into the corner for it. Bangs the body. Puck comes back out to the point where Vegas picks it up and gets it out anyway. Montreal back in. Demidov off the boards and into the corner. He chases it. Sends it over to Galley. Is that Galley? No. Oh, it was Kapanen. Anyways, they get the puck out, Vegas, into Habs zone. Arbor to the other side. Then it comes up, not out yet. Over the line now. Demidov carrying it. Oh, I don't know what happened there. The Vegas defenseman took the puck off the face. Yeah, they got to call it. The defenseman's bleeding after taking a shot to the face. He's definitely got to get out of there. I honestly didn't see him get hit with the puck, though. Joe, I hesitate to say, I mean, I don't disagree with the sentiment, but I hesitate to say that because you know what happens when you think that way. They just need to get the next goal and just keep rolling. Don't look back. Just keep going. Don't worry about what Vegas gets. Just keep trying to score. That's how I look at it. Because every time they play that kind of game, man, it's disaster. And yeah, Vegas has been. What was the stat I had? Hang on. Well, one thing they have been managing to do is whatever the other team's doing against them, they've been managing to get to overtime a lot. So there's that. They've got 3 losses in their last 3. No, but that's not what I'm looking for. No, I don't have it here. Anyways, listen, if Montreal can just keep playing like this, don't worry about what Vegas is doing. Play your own game and force it. Force your own game down their throats. If and I don't know if I'm making any sense there, but anyway. Bruce says, I feel they will trade him before the trade deadline next season because he will. Oh, I don't know who we're talking about there. Because he will want to leave unless they can fix it, and they won't because they would have already, in my opinion. I don't know. I kind of think at that point he's probably just going to sign a huge contract with them and whatever. He's going to take the money. And anyways, it's McDavid and the Oilers. Not a worry for us, in my opinion. Who's here from that series? Galley, Suzuki, Caulfield. That's Anderson. I think that's it. He may be Connor McLeaving, but he may not be. You never know. But right now, not a worry for us. White Cloud definitely is hurt. I don't know if I. Oops, sorry, Ray. I didn't mean to kick you. Sorry, Ray. I don't know if they look slow or not. I haven't really thought of that. Thought about it, but Montreal's looking pretty good here. We could sign him. No, you're dreaming, Bruce. But you're dreaming. Why are you dreaming about getting McDavid? He's got 2 years left on his contract. You're dreaming about getting McDavid now. Don't even think about it. All right, update. We are just a little over 8 minutes into the second. It's 8 shots from Montreal, 16 for Vegas, 2-0 Montreal. That's where it sits. Oh, man. Suzuki missed a good opportunity there. He had a good look. Monty hot there. Although, like, right, Eichel didn't have much of an angle there, but Monty made that stop. That was dangerous. You would trade Dobson for McDavid. That's it. I like Dobson and what other 5 players? Lucas says if Hughes trades Dobson for McDavid, he will go down in history as the best GM ever. If you're trading for McDavid, man, you better be prepared to give up Caulfield or Suzuki or somebody like that if you want to trade for McDavid. The pressure here by Vegas right now. Another big save, Monty. But he's got a 2-year contract. Why would he have to re-sign? He's got 2 years left on his contract. Said he just signed. Okay, Bruce. The only question I have is, what kind of mushrooms are you eating? Because I'm sorry, you've got to be as higher than I am. Just because McDavid to be here, players are going to sign for a discount just to play with McDavid. Are they signing for a discount in Edmonton to play with him? Or you think guys are going to go, you know what? I'll take only $1 million instead of 6 or 7 because we're going to win cups year after. And you don't know they're going to win cups year after year. You have no way to predict that. None. And next season, he'll have a year left. He don't have to resign. They don't have to resign him. No, no, you're dreaming. I don't know why you like to torture yourself like that. What I would do is like, you know what? Don't even think about it. And if McDavid ever comes here, go crazy and enjoy it and all that. Why put yourself through that kind of disappointment when it's not going to happen? Because it's not going to happen. I'm telling you, you're fantasizing. You're living in a dream world there, buddy, right now. But imagine getting McDavid for Dobson. That's semi-delusional, man. I'm sorry, it just is. You got to change your thinking a little bit. That's just, it ain't never gonna happen. They could cut one of McDavid's legs off, and he's still not gonna go for just Dobson. That might be an exaggeration on my part, though. All right, we got 18-8 are the shots. 2-0 Montreal. Hopefully it stays that way. Yes. And we got 9:15 left in the second. And it's now 19-8 the shots. So, I mean, Montreal got 2 goals on 8 shots. Get more shots on goal. Somehow do that. Yeah. Yeah, that should have been a penalty there for Vegas. Vegas should have had a penalty there on Suzuki. Come on, Caulfield. Get in there, shoot. Drops it back. Ah! Matheson shot, rebound, and Caulfield just couldn't corral that. That was close though. That should have been a penalty on Stone there. Come on. He held your stick after you accosted him, you asshole. Mark Stone, stick it up your ass. I'd like to stick that stick right up your ass. And not in a homo anything way. We could clear a lot of space if they take Dobson. Space? What kind of space? Cap space? McDavid makes more than twice with Dobson. No, not more than twice. 5 more million than Dobson. How are we clearing space? The Leafs are bad. That is always good. Wrist shot, Monty save, and now we got Jack Eye and somebody else. Jack Eye and Valeno on Colastar. Bruce, you could trade 2 stars and probably not enough to get to McDavid. You got to move too many guys. You're going to create holes at the other part, somewhere else on the team. It's a step forward, 2 steps back. It doesn't, in my mind, doesn't make sense. All right, face off is to the left of Monty. Nick gets tossed. Cole taking the drop. Nope. Their guy gets tossed. Stone and Caulfield. Stone wins the draw. Man, too bad Hudson couldn't get a shot there. Hudson just moving around, spinning, turning, looking for something. Come on! Ah, Suzuki to Caulfield there. That was close. A good chance, a good look for Caulfield, but it didn't happen. Oh, breakaway, 2-on-1. Caulfield! Oh, off the post. Fuck off, man. That was weird. I thought there might have been a penalty on there too. I don't know who was that. Suzuki and Caulfield. Suzuki stumbled there, but if they bundle McDavid and Nurse here, how does that work for us? Um, you don't know that Bedard will never be as good as McDavid. That you don't know, and he is playing well. He's got 40 points. Playing well, Bedard. I mean, you don't 100% know whether he will or not. I suspect he won't, but still. I don't know if it's neck and neck with celebrating and Bedard. I think Bedard pulled away a little bit there. You feel who's too small? Bedard is too small? What, to be a great player? No. Marty St. Louis is 5'7", over 1,000 points in the league, over 1,000 games. That's funny, who's I like that. I'm not sure if Bedard's like 5'10", not horribly small. Caulfield, yeah, they said he should have 3 goals. He got one and hit 2 posts. Hey, Marner's playing. I forgot. I haven't really heard his name at all. Till just now, I swear to God. Marner tried to do a spin move on Slav. He just pushed down. That was good. I like that. Slav. Nope. Bad steal there. Monty made the save. Under 5 minutes left here in the second. Lucas, what do you mean your power is flashing? Okay, wait, BL, what are you saying there? I think if Montreal had won the lottery in the Celebrini, they would have taken Celebrini at one, probably. He was the pick there, but we don't know. And I'm not sure what you're saying there, to be very honest with you. I read it. I still don't know what you meant. Who wouldn't be there at 5? Demidov or Celebrini? How is Michkov doing? 10 points last I saw. Not having a great season so far. Well, everybody knew Celebrini wouldn't be there at number 5. I'm being dense. I'm sorry. It's not computing, Gil. I apologize. 3:20 left here in the second. Shots are 21-10 for Vegas, 2-0 Montreal. Monty with the save, or puck went high. I don't know. Yeah, Monty made a save. We're gonna have a face off here. So second period so far has been good for Montreal. Yeah, blocker save there. See. Bruce, I hadn't read that, but I mean that was kind of the knock on him. The rumors were kind of like that before his draft. But it was. And I don't know if there's any truth to that or not. So the Sharks seems going to be a good team, man. If they keep doing what stuff they're doing, making good drafts, developing the players. Renegade man, I'm in agreement with those two things. Yeah. All right, we're almost at the end of the second period. So far, so good for Montreal. A good second period, and it's about time. They want to win this game. It's not over yet either. There's another period. They got to play a full 60 minutes against this team. No letdowns. Last Evans. And we got a penalty to Vegas for delay a game, and Evans just just missed that. What a great chance for Evans. Let's see. Yeah, when Seneca went at 3, it turned the top 10 upside down. Yes and no. There was rumors that he was going to go to 3 to the Ducks. I wasn't surprised at that. Oh boy, power play goal here would be awesome to end the period on a very high note. We got the 10th ranked power play against the number 9 ranked PK. Oh, I didn't realize we were close. Oh, that's true. I thought there was more time. Period's over. It's 2-0 after 2 for Montreal, and they still have a minute 12, I think it is, on the power play when we get back for the third. Nice. Let's see. BL says 1, celebrating. 2 was Levchinov, Seneca, Lindstrom, Demidov, who is probably right now the second best player in the draft, and we got him at 5. Yes. Yeah, I think so. And I kind of think that's not going to change, but it's still only a 2 years down, 2 years later. But yeah, Demidov and I mean, I'm not saying Demidov's going to be better than Celebrini. I'm not saying that, but Demidov's doing quite well. 20. What has he got? 20 points in his first 24 NHL games. I think it's pretty good. All right. Anyway, we've got an intermission. So the floor is yours. Anything you want to talk about, time to do it here. If you want to ask me something, if you just want to make a statement about something, if you want to go to the kitchen and get something to drink, you can do that too. You want to go piss, do that too. But now's the time for that kind of stuff. It just feels really weird to be second intermission. It's 5:44. It's just weird on a Friday afternoon. Finally, loo break time. Time for the loo. If anyone's wondering, if you don't know Joe's in Australia. That's why. And I will do my intermission thing, which I'm getting better at, using less. It's getting better. All right. Well, what do you want to talk about? That was a good second period, so we can talk about that. A good timing to have a good second period. What are the chances that Vegas can come back here and get 3 unanswered goals? Say Montreal won the second, yes. Won the second, won the first. So far, they've won. And if they play a full 60-minute game, so they can play a third like they did the second, they're going to win this game. Monty making the stops. That's the key. Monty's making the stops. That's one of the keys here. That's why we need Monty to get going and start being playing well and being consistent. We can get that. If this can be, a springboard for him, it'd be awesome. Vegas goalie is good tonight. Yes. Oh yeah. I think we'd be up 4-5 nothing right now if it wasn't for Schmid. Well, who's who? I'm sorry for that. It's funny though. I got almost 4,000 subs. I've had almost 4,000 subs for 2 or 3 years. So, you know, it is what it is. But thanks for reminding me. Uh, I still can't believe there's was it, oh it either went from 27 to 20 just now or 21 to 20. But there's 20 people here in the room at the Friday afternoon. Anyway, I actually thought the third period is when people would actually show up after work and all that. But anyways, welcome. If you're here, you haven't said anything, say hi. If you don't mind, let me know you're here. And say you got any questions, anything like that. And this is the place. Hey there, Robert Ducharme. Howdy. They got to stay out of the box. So far, so good for that, right? Right? Have they? We've had what? Two? Like I think in the second period we didn't have a PK, did we? I don't remember one. It's Black Friday. Okay, nobody. All right, third period. What's going to happen? Can Montreal hang on to the lead? Nobody mentioned that the score and how that affects the Montreal goalie. Let's not do that. But can Montreal hang on to the lead? Can Vegas mount a comeback? I mean, can Vegas? They obviously can, but from the way they're playing tonight, from the way Montreal's playing, can they just hang on to what they're doing and not have the second period bullshit happen in the third period? You think this is the fastest ice this year? Nice. Robert, recap with a question mark. What do you want to know? Marner is sucking air out of shape. Really, you think so? Marner's unnoticeable tonight. Like he's invisible. I haven't. They mentioned his name, and remember, I said it's the first time hearing his name all game, and it was near the end of the second period. So I don't know. Maybe something's up with Marner. I don't really care. The less damage Marner does to the Habs, the better. Did she just say, "Don't put the pedal off the metal"? Well, I guess it's put the pedal to the metal, but it didn't sound right reversing it. Rick, did I ever hear have say that again? Rick, you ever hear from the newbie who was here one night? JD, I not often. He's alive and all that. That I know. He's fine, but I haven't heard much from him. You saw who? You saw Marner on the bench hardly. How do you know he was hardly breathing? Okay, what made you think that he's hardly breathing? Like, what did you see? Well, tell Gail to stop blowing outside. Decency, Joe. There's kids around. A bad storm happening there, Joe. Was Gale blowing Bubba too, or something? That was weak. What can I say? Not all my jokes are good. As a matter of fact, most of them probably aren't. He was going woo woo woo, but you don't know why. Maybe he had to sneeze and he was trying to hold it back. But you know what it's like coming off of a shift in the NHL? Even if you're in great shape, you know what it's like? Yeah, you got to catch your breath, dude. Not the first time Marner's done that, if I'm correct, Guru. Passed the puck in front of the net, and but I think I heard about this. I think I heard about this one. But you know, Marner sometimes makes those kind of moves. I wouldn't mind him doing that in the third period here. Something like that. Give up another goal. His points totals are a surprise to me. I thought he'd have more, but he's got 22 and 23 games. Not a lot for Marner, but he's in a bit of a different role in Vegas. Eichel's the man, going to get the points. How about this for a prediction? Who wants to now? Now that we're in the second period, it's 2-0 Montreal. 1 period of play left. Final score predictions. Knowing what we know now at this point in the game, they're not going to count for the guess and score, but has anybody changed their score predictions? I had 5-4 in OT. It's not happening. 5-4. I doubt it's going to be 5-4. Any final score predictions here with what we know now? Who got the score and the first goal? First goal was Bolduc. Flames leading Panthers 4-2, second intermission. Good for them. Panthers, man. I'm sure they can't wait for Kachuk to get back. Paul says each team will get a goal, and that means it'll end up 3-1. I kind of like that, Paul. Yeah, I kind of like that. End up 3-1. I kind of see it could end up. I could see them getting 2 and us getting 1, and it ends up 3-2. I don't like that, but I can see that. That's what comes to mind for some stupid reason. I hope I'm wrong. Anybody else want to make a guess what the final score will be after knowing that it's 2-0 after 2? Is Monty getting the game tomorrow? No. Dobish already confirmed as the starter tomorrow. Besides, how often in today's NHL, especially, does a goalie play back-to-back games? Not very often. Sharks 3-2 over the Canucks. BL says, "Who am I?" You're BL. I played 2 seasons and a bit for the Habs, and my name is Craig Ferguson. I don't know. I also played with Colorado, St. Louis, Dallas, New York, and Buffalo. New York Islanders at Buffalo. Oh, what was that guy's name? Oh, PP. His initials are PP. Pierre Pierre Parento. Parento. That's my guess. You happy with the line blending operation so far? It says Phil. Hey, Phil. Leafs up 1-0. Temporary. You was a number 1 overall pick in the NHL. Oh, in the NHL draft. Only played 2 seasons. Wait a second. Pierre Turgeon. Am I right? Pierre Turgeon. I got it right. It's Pierre Turgeon. My second guess is right. Not another one, BL. Come on. One at a time. Funny because I just saw a couple of, I guess he was on Spittin' Chicklets in the summer, Turgeon. So I saw a couple of reels recently, him talking about those days. So it's funny that you have him there for that. They're talking about, don't call me that. Jesus, that'll stick. Don't call me that. Um, they're talking about what they eat before the game, I guess. Pre-game meal. Anderson said mashed potatoes. Imagine how big a plate of mashed potatoes you think he might eat before a game as a pre-game meal. I should put together some of those who am I kind of things. I like that one though. That's different. It's not stats. Not based on looking at stats. All right. That conversation died out real quick. All right. What else we got going on? I'm back on here. So don't forget tomorrow is the same thing. Another afternoon game, 3:00 start. Don't forget that they're in Colorado. Hopefully it'll be. Well, I'm not going to jinx this game, but y'all know I think they're going to win here. What else I got going on? Sunday I've got a bit of a tight day, but I'm going to try to get the have normals done. And then Monday my cat's got to go to the vet. So if anybody wants to help pay for that, I take donations. There's a button down there for that. But so Sunday I've got it's kind of a busy day. Yeah, that's it. Monday, what I got something up Monday. But the Habs after this weekend, back to back. The next, which is 30th, that's the first. Yeah, the next. Okay, I should say this before the game today. The Habs' next 6 games were 3 back-to-back situations. So next week we have Wednesday. No, yeah, Tuesday and Wednesday. We got Tuesday and Wednesday games, and then we have Saturday, Sunday games next week. So 4 games next week, but 2 back-to-back sets. What about Paling for that guess? What? I think you're high, Phil. They're back for the third. Going to face off momentarily. According to stats, American Thanksgiving is the time when majority of playoff teams make the move. Well, what they would say back in the day, and I don't know if it's true for everybody, but majority of teams, if you're not in the playoffs by American Thanksgiving, your chances of being in the playoffs aren't great. So if you're sitting just outside the playoffs now, it's the time for a move. Is why I think there's a move coming up for Montreal. I really do. I'm not just trying to talk. I believe, I feel there's a move coming soon for Montreal. Do I think the Habs make the playoffs? I think they need to make a. I think they need to make a move to assure that. I think yes, but I don't think I'm as positive about it as I was. Habs have now 50 seconds left on the power play. Um, Third period started. Joe, with the parity in the league and how tight the races, at least in the Eastern Conference, are, it is a little hard to tell right now. I'm not sure what Phil is guessing at. I'm not sure. Did you give another one of those things there? I missed it. Oh, I missed that. Played 5 seasons with the Habs. I also played with Pittsburgh, Philly, Carolina, Atlanta, Tampa, and Boston. Jesus. Talk about moving around. Oh, I have no idea what that one. Jeez, give another hint. Got no idea what that one. You won 3 Stanley Cups. Where? Oh, I don't know. I need know. I need more hints for that one. Mark Recchi? Pittsburgh, Philly, yes. Carolina, yes. I don't think Atlanta. Boston, yes. I don't know about Tampa or Atlanta though for Recchi. But I think Recchi's a good guess. So right now we're just over 2 minutes into the third. Shots are 20-11 for Vegas. It's 2-0 Montreal though. Recchi it is. I said I just didn't know about Atlanta and the other one. I didn't say it's not him that he didn't. I just didn't know. I don't remember him playing in Atlanta, and I don't remember him playing in what was the other team? Wait, what was the other team? I don't remember him playing in Tampa either. So there you go. Sorry, calling me names. Oh, boys. Habs with a little pressure here after winning the draw. God, nah. Thought that was going to go in. A little overexcited there. The Tampa and Atlanta season at the end of his career. Hey, BL, I appreciate it. I definitely appreciate it, man. Matt asked you to cover for him. You're doing a better job than he does at that. Evans all alone. Scores! Boom, 3-0. Yes, sir. I like that one. I like. I think it's fourth goal of the season. Matheson to somebody to Evans. Texier get his first assist. Nice 3-0 lead. BL, absolutely, that's a good contract. I think Texier also got his first assist, so that's good. Yes, Texier, that's nice. I like that he got his first assist. Gets right in there with the boys, makes you feel more part of the team in your first game. Monty standing tall, although he was on his knees there. Face off is to the right of Monty. Won by Vegas. Eichel, a nice one-handed pass there. Cappy, wide shot. Demidov. Nice play there. Didn't bury the puck. Good defense leads to offense. Rick, thank you for the lesson there, Brad. Appreciate it. I never knew that. I never knew that. Nice chance there for Demidov. This has been a fun game so far. Let's see, we're 6 minutes in, just over 6 minutes in here. 23-15 now the shots. So Montreal sort of chipping away at their lead in shots. 3-0, by the way. The pressure here by Vegas, but they can't get any good solid pressure going as they try to push for a goal. Montreal's playing well right now. I hear the name White Cloud, so he's out there. He was the guy that got hit in the face with the puck, so he's okay. They're getting Ole's there in Vegas. There must be a lot of Habs fans there. Why? It's Vegas. Hope they're not Canadian. So far, so good in this period. Probably going to go for a commercial here. 11:59 left in the third. 3-0 Montreal. Vegas definitely running out of time to mount an offensive attack. Happy Thanksgiving, Vegas. I think I'm going to celebrate the end of this or the last part of this very good game. So, anybody want to make a guess again on how you think this game's going to end score-wise? I don't know. Can is Vegas? Do they have it to get one? Even I don't know. What I'm happy with is my prediction that Montreal was going to come back from that 5-game losing streak. They've already got 2 wins, and they're going to, put a little bit of a streak on. I'm not saying they're going on a long streak, but I thought they'd have a winning week, and so far so good. So far so good with that guess or that prediction. Big test tomorrow though with Colorado. Gonna be a big test for Montreal. Colorado, I believe, has only one regulation loss so far this season. Yeah, who's exactly that? Just without the fingers crossed for them doing it. Yeah, they just got to play the way they've been playing. If they can just do that, keep playing the way they're playing. Don't fall into any lead protecting. You know what I mean? Prevent defense type of thing. If they can just do that, I think they got this game. Like I don't think, considering Vegas hasn't been able to score, it's 12 minutes left in the third. I don't know if there's time left for them to get 3. And if Montreal can put one more in, that should seal it up, in my opinion. But we've seen the Habs kind of blow leads and defensive lapses. That could happen. I'm just worried there with 12 minutes left that could still happen. Well, Husu, there's going to be a test to that theory right now, I guess, right? Montreal fourth in the Atlantic Division. Where did I have them? I don't remember. Face off won by Montreal. Come on, Ivan. Oh, that was close. Good chance there for Slav. Good feed to him. I don't know who did it. And they come back the other way. Monty makes the save, and that's something he hasn't been doing enough of. He does that, and it stops. It allows them to win. And too many times this season so far, Monty has not stood tall like that enough. So far, great game for Monty. I hope I'm not jinxing him. Knock wood. I'm knocking on my head. That's a good way to put it. It's like a Monty flashback. This is Monty last season. We haven't seen this guy yet this season. And then you combine that with a better performance overall for the defense, and you look to what you got. Here come the Habs the other way. Evans up to the point. Back to Evans? No. Yeah, but he couldn't keep it. Have to take it back in the neutral zone, and they dump her in and go change. Halfway through the period. Brad, glad to hear you say that. And it's just for the game. Listen, he could go back, but this game he was been good. Even if you don't like Monty, you got to admit that. And if you want this team to make the playoffs and do well, we need him to play well. Another minute off the clock, 9 minutes to go. And a whistle. Hand pass. Are they going to go for commercials again? Yeah. Got to make their money, eh? Well, with 9 minutes to go, I'm feeling more confident that that Vegas can't mount a comeback. I don't think they can score 3 here. I mean, is it theoretically possible? Of course, but every minute that ticks away, though, less and less likely. And I'm only even saying that because Montreal's given up leads and whatever. It's unpredictable at times, and Monty's in net, so I'm feeling more comfortable about it. And I'll tell you what, there's no better way to come off a 5-game losing streak in 7 out of 8 games than to win 3, 4, 5 in a row. So Vegas looks dead quiet, not busy at all. Yeah, because there's no Canadians there in general. Canadian, we're boycotting, and so is everybody. Like Europe is boycotting going there. I know you mean the city. People aren't going. Canada started it, and a lot of countries are doing that now. We're not going there, and Vegas is suffering because people aren't going to the U.S. So yeah, I've known this for a while. Vegas has been kind of dead for a while. I guess when did the tariffs come in and we start boycotting? Since then, is the new reality for them. It's the new reality. You wonder why, eh? Things that make you go, I still have my citizenship because I never, but I wouldn't go back there. Nope. I've been saying it for a while, and now even I've been proven right not to want to go there. All right, face off is to the left of Monty, won by Montreal. They clear it out. They'll have Carter Hart soon. I'd love to bomb the shit out of that guy the next time we play them. Eight minutes left, a little less. Kolasar right there in front of Monty. He shoots it over. Nice shot. Nice save. Monty. Joe, here in Canada, a lot of people just canceled whatever they had going, lost money on it, and still said, nope, we're not going there. But yeah, I mean, it's bad for them, and it's happening from around the world. So anyway, it's their problem. It's their problem, literally. 7 minutes. Shots now 26-17 for Vegas. 3-0 Montreal. 6:42 to go in the third. Habs moving it around, putting pressure. Shot by Dobson, saved Schmid, and we'll have a face off there. Joe, listen, I get it. If you've spent a lot of money and you go and complete, I get it. I'm just saying, I know here in Canada, a lot of people just canceled. For you guys, well, you got the flight. Here, it's not necessarily an expensive flight to get there. Yeah, you're talking about morons down there. So what do you expect from morons? Who's evil morons too? Oh, the Olay's going out again. Good move there by Demidov defensively. Hard work there by Slav. Under 6. Yeah, that makes sense, Joe. That makes sense. Just don't spend money down in the U.S. 5.5 to go. Feeling very confident now. Not smart there by Dobson on that one. Oh, Guru, I can imagine. They don't like us anymore. They score 3-1. 3-1 with 4:44 left. So that's going to give them a little bit of life. Now it gets a little bit tighter. I'd like Japan is somewhere I would be interested to go to. I want to try their street food. I hear it's really good. I know somebody who was there 2 times in the last couple of years. She says it's fantastic, the food there. All right, boys, dig deep because they're coming at you. Vegas tries to come again. No, they just came. They're just too early. Hope real kids will listen to that. Come on, boys, get the puck out of your zone. Hey, clear the puck. Clear the puck. Keep the puck out of your zone as much as possible would be great. Good save there, Monty. He needs to make that. They're also going to pull the goalie soon. Marner got an assist there from Stone, or on Stone's goal. Dobson clears it for icing, though. Stone is a good player. I know that. Japan is not keen to Australians. What really? Why? Too many tourists and Australians can be too obnoxious for their polite culture. I can see that. Okay, I get that. Yeah. Vegas hasn't worked off all that turkey yet. Yeah, still, this is nail biting time, though, even though we're 2 goals up. Because now the goal is empty, I think. They just said they pulled him. Yeah. So now, 3 minutes of this. Come on. Galley couldn't get it. Wood on that. Damn it. Good work. Good work by the boys so far. 2.5 to go. Monty, another save. Suzuki, get the puck. Not enough room. Come on. Scores. Slap. Boom. Game over. I should be back on camera. Sorry. Slap with the goal. Game over. 4-1. That's all she wrote. Slap deserves that too. He's been really good lately, and he deserves that goal. He said he couldn't stand anyway. That's funny. Nice. 7th goal for Slav. They certainly did weather the storm. Going to be 3 wins in a row for Montreal, as Rick has predicted so far. Tomorrow's game, I've predicted a win. Let's see. But we got 3 anyways of the 4 that I predicted. I saw it coming. And not just today. It's in my I didn't give a score in the last half normals, but I called it a win. All 3 games this week. And the bonus is getting, hopefully, fingers crossed, Monty back to being on track. That's even a bigger bonus, maybe. A hard-fought empty netter. Let's put it that way. "45 seconds to go. Shots 30-19 for Vegas, but 4-1 for Montreal." Ottawa down by 1 against the Blues, says BL. That's it. 7 seconds. And that's it. A 4-1 win for Montreal over Vegas. Awesome. Hey there, Billy Bishop. My thoughts on Texier? I mean, a good debut. Montreal got an assist here. Helps them feel a little more acclimated and part of the group and all that. What I kind of expected. I didn't expect anything flashy or I didn't expect him to score 2 goals or anything like that. But yeah, good first game, something to build on. And I think he can, contribute to the bottom 6. Who's it? 29 waves on 30 shots. What? Saves. So 29 saves on 30 shots won't hurt his save percentage. No. And he needs that he needs an improvement there. So I called it for a win the other day. Yes, I called it. I recorded Have Normals last Sunday. So last Sunday is when I called it for the win. And so far got it right. I called the Utah win and I called a win here, and I call a win for tomorrow too. Fingers crossed on that one. And for the first win after the losing streak, that game, I called the win. Well, I believe in him. I mean, you don't have to thank me. I'm surprised even to hear that from you. I'm happy if I just changed your mind a little bit on him. You know what I mean? Texier is no Craig Ferguson, but he did okay. Says PL. Oops, missed for one goal. Goalie should have been in nets. What do you mean, Paul? I think you need to do that in English. I'm not sure what you mean. All right, but don't forget tomorrow, Colorado. It's a 3:00 start, my local time. Don't forget that. What else? What else? That's it. For members, going to do the members only review. If you want to see that and you're not a member, you need to take a membership, and you can do that by hitting that join button and just follow along. It's very easy, and it's just $1.99 a month to get that. You meant okay. That's what you meant. Yeah, you missed it by one goal. Game's over here. It should be. It's game's over. So I hope it's over there. What else? Yeah, I don't know. What else? What's everybody up to tonight? I don't know. I didn't think it would end this quickly. It's 6:38. I thought this was going to go a little longer. I don't know why. Anyway, very happy for the win. I don't know what that. Let's take a look and see what that means for the standings so far, because there's a lot of games today. But let's see how Montreal is doing in the standings part. Okay, I clicked it, so maybe go there. Oh, they didn't update it yet. But now 29 points for Montreal right now. Without any other updates from any other games, it puts Montreal in number 2, second in the Atlantic currently. So depending on how other games go today, Montreal is sitting second in the Atlantic with that win. Sens lose 4-3. That's going to help. You got to shovel snow. Feel for your Brad. I wouldn't want to do that. Keeps you in shape though. Devils 5-0. Devils not going to affect. Devils win's not going to affect our place in the Atlantic. So, anyways, let's a win tomorrow, even better. It's so tight. But points separating the teams are so tight that you win a couple of games and you shoot up in the standing. So yeah, so it's really good for that. I'm going to turn this off here because I do not need that. That's better. I can take these off too. Anyways, that was a fun game. I thought that was a really fun game. I enjoyed that game a lot. The fact also that there were so many people still here on a Friday afternoon surprised the hell out of me, made it a lot more enjoyable. But that was a fun game. They're playing a quality team. Although, a team's struggling right now because that's 4 in a row. That's 4 losses in a row for Vegas. They're struggling scoring goals, as we saw. Right? They're showing 3.09 goals per game, but since game 7, they were at 2.56. That was evident here in this game. Good night, Irene. Paul. Good night, Paul. Thanks for being here, buddy, as always, eh? You're just giving Atlantic results? Well, Devils are not an Atlantic team. I don't know who they're playing, though. Usually the first period's still going on at this time. No, not even. It's 20 minutes from game time. Usually, it's only 6:40, 6:42 here. So it's weird. It's weird. I do have the members only thing to film, but even that, I'll be done. It'll be just like after 7. But on a Friday night, I'm not. We don't usually have games on Friday, so. But that was enjoyable. I really enjoyed doing that one for some reason more than a lot of others. I don't know. It was just a fun game. That's because the Devils played Buffalo. Yeah, but even Buffalo, they're not in the race. Winning is much more fun, Paul. And yeah, lots of cool people chatting. Even Brad was good today about Monty, so that's a positive. All right, I'm going to take off though. Leafs 2-1 over the Caps. Game's not over though. Go Caps, go! We do well against the powerhouses for some reason. That's another reason for my thinking that Montreal is capable to win 3 games in a row because they often play up to the better teams. And after I felt that they were going to start playing better and win some games, they weren't going to lose every game. So, I definitely felt it was possible for them to beat Vegas and now tomorrow, even though it's back-to-back games, to beat Colorado because it's unlikely. And it's not, and listen, Colorado's due for a regulation loss for sure, having lost only 1 game in regulation so far this season. Colorado's due for a loss. Montreal still due for some wins. So, I'm sticking with that. Well, last one, I got you to look at Monty a little bit better. Awesome, even better. Listen, you don't have to like him to admit that was a good game by him. That's all, right? And if he can keep doing that over time, he can win you over. But you start out by going, okay, you got to maybe begrudgingly, but you still have to admit that was a good game by Monty. Hey, I finished mine today. Well, I shared it with my son. It was a little better the second day, or the next time anyway. So yeah, I appreciate that. I'm going to make it again in the near future. So, all right, I'm taking off on that note. Credit where credit is due is exactly what that is. You don't have to like him to admit that was a good game by the guy, right? That's just how it is. All right. Thanks for being here. Appreciate it. Lots of time left on a Friday night for you guys to do whatever you want. If there's any Americans watching, happy Thanksgiving. And that's it. I'm taking off. I'll see you tomorrow. 3:00 start. Don't forget that. And let's hope for the best. Another win. Awesome. Go Habs, go. What a great game. And I will see you soon. So till then, stay safe out there. Peace out. Thanks for being here. Thanks for watching. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. All right. Ciao, ciao, everybody. Have a good one.